Pete here, USSL on YouTube, bringing you all the information about the United Shooting Sports Leagues in one spot, including matches, rules, tips and tricks, daily vlogs, unboxing videos, the MIT program, and so much more. This week on the live Wednesday night 6 o'clock Facebook TMP show, we talked a lot about the 2019 Safariland Expedition UML EMG National Championship, and we talked about the stages and some of the neat little tricks that we're doing this year in the stages to allow you to have more options of what guns you want to shoot in all divisions. About 14 minutes in, we started talking about the schedule. So if you're interested in how the schedule is working, or if you're trying to shoot two matches, or if you're trying to shoot both the multi-gun and the Mike Foot Memorial Pistol match, fast forward to 14 minutes in and you'll be able to see that. At 21 minutes in, we made a huge announcement that this Sunday at noon you'll be able to go to your login on the United Shooting Sports Leagues webpage, ussleagues.com, and you'll be able to create your password and view your basic information. So we already have all the scores inputted and everything, but the only part that's going to be showing up right away is going to be your addresses and all that good stuff, so that you can verify that that's you. And we need your addresses verified, so if you joined in 2019 or renewed so far in 2019, you can start receiving those MIT packages. At 32 minutes in, we dug deep into the Grand Championship match and what it's all about and why it's happening and how it's going to work. A lot of questions out there if they can shoot. People can shoot the Grand match and the UML multi-gun matches going on at the same time. Yes, you can. We have actually 50 slots available for people that if they really wanted to do that, but you'd probably have to get in on it right away because the Grand match already filled up, so we opened up a few more slots for it, and then the multi-gun match is going to obviously take off with the announcements of the title sponsor and all kinds of cool stuff going on. So check that out at 32 minutes in. Actually, at 59 minutes in, we talked about how to shoot both matches. So somewhere between 32 and 59, we had a lot of comments and questions. And then at the end, we did a quick unboxing of some packages that came in for the 2019 Safariland Expedition multi-gun, happening in just 2 weeks. If you're not coming, we're gonna miss you. If you are coming, get ready to have some fun, and we'll see you guys at the match. 3, 2, 1, here we are. What's up, everybody? Another Wednesday night edition of the TMP show. Can you guys believe it? We're still here. Can you believe we're here again? What you got? We're working on some technical difficulties with Tany's ears.
There you are.
Oh, Tany's got it. We're up. We're up and running. How you doing, Tanya?
Great.
How's your day?
It's fine.
How's all you guys' day? What'd you guys all do today? Anybody out there want to say what you did today? Look, Bill's here, the fishbowl. Mud boy.
Nope.
Bill, what'd you do today, mud boy?
Nope, nope.
Did it rain? You went out to the range and rolled around? Sean's here. What's up? What's up? Sean, cool stuff going on with the VR80. Woo! I know right now, Craig House is out there putting that thing through the ringer, and he's been hitting me up every step of the way, letting me know what's going on. Pretty exciting stuff, man. Good work. Be excited to see that thing in action at Safariland, and that's some cool matches coming up soon. So, what's up, Casey? Is that our Casey Ryan or the other Casey Ryan?
I'm not sure.
Is that Pro Shooter Air Force Casey Ryan or our Casey Ryan? Well, they're both our Casey Ryans. I like Casey Ryan. I like both Casey Ryans. Troy, what's going on? Devil Dog. Don, how's it going? Man, it is crazy. This is a crazy time of the year. We are just, this is new because we normally do Safariland in June.
Yeah.
And so right from SHOT Show, right into Bad Beat, right into Safariland. We were at the range earlier this week working on stage designs. I was at the range again today. I was raking, actually. I did a bunch of raking.
You raked?
I was raking.
Wow.
Raking and doing some stage design stuff, trying to see how it's going and all that good stuff. I'm super stoked about it. I even brought the stages in here. They're supposed to be getting posted on the Safariland site soon, but we got versions like version 4, version 3 or 4, and we're in pretty good shape. So excited about it. Excited to see everybody come shoot it. It's new. It's newer than it's new.
It's new. It's always new.
It's new. So for those of you wondering, oh, make a note. We got to talk about Teddy Singh. For those of you have been to Safariland before, we want to talk to you guys a little bit about, for those of you who have been before and those of you who are coming this year, we want to talk about it. So, cool stuff going on. Ted Miller. Yeah, we'll need to make a note on that.
It's ice scope, Casey, she says.
Have you shot Safariland, Tony?
I don't think so.
I don't think you've ever shot
I
it.
just shot the pistol match last year.
So you actually haven't shot Safariland Expedition multi-game match. You going to shoot it this year?
I think I'm going to shoot it this year.
What division are you going to shoot, Tony?
I think I'm going to shoot 2x4 open.
Nice. I like it. I like it. So,
I'm not committed to anything, I suppose, but that's what I'm thinking right now.
all right, so let's talk about that. So in the past years, you walked up on a stage to the Safariland match and you saw a stage brief and it said rifle pistol, or it said pistol shotgun, or it said shotgun pistol. And it told you what to do, and it kind of basically outlined what gun you needed to start with and the start position with that gun, and then that you were going to be transferring to a second gun at some point in the stage.
It was always 2 guns.
It was always 2 guns. And it wasn't that it was 2 guns based on any kind of rule. It was just that's how we designed the stages. We designed them to be shot with 2 guns because it was the expedition. It was to be going as fast as possible because of the heat. That was one of the biggest reasons why we wanted a triple schedule match to get as many people in as absolutely possible so we could build something that could be something just out of control, more shooters at a multi-gun match. And we can still do that with this new schedule. But
So you were only on the range for like 4 hours.
exactly.
Reset was minimal.
Exactly.
Or
Well,
as quick as possible.
exactly. So we're not getting away from that this year, but we have moved up to March, so we don't have that heat intensity. Now, we don't have the amount of daylight to get in a triple schedule, but that gives us a little bit more time instead of 45-minute rotations on stages to go to 1-hour rotations on stages and allow a few more rounds to go downrange. So it's not a lot of more rounds downrange, but it's enough, just enough to make the stages just a little bit bigger, and we've opened up the options out of control. So why I wanted to talk about this, because you 2x4, you know. So in the history of 2x4, when you walked up on a stage, what did you do? You shot it. In fact, you did really well.
What did I do for 2x4?
Yeah. So if the stage said everybody else was shooting shotgun rifle, what would you do in 2x4?
PCC rifle.
Pretty much whatever you wanted, right?
Yeah.
So it gave you the ability in 2x4. It was like this crazy, no limits, open, crazy go division.
Everything's an option, pretty much.
Exactly. And so that sprouted the thought at the end of last year to evolve the standard divisions, because the stage briefs just got too incredibly crazy. It was like, for standard divisions, do this, this, and this, and if you're shooting 2-gun, you do this, and if you're shooting 2x4, you do this, and all that's gone, guys. All that's gone. Be aware, very, very aware. And if you're not here now listening, tell your friends that are coming to Safariland to tune into the TMP show or check it out on replay on Facebook, or they can see it tomorrow on the YouTube channel, United Shooting Sports League's YouTube. This year, when you walk up, it doesn't matter if you're shooting 2x4 or tack or open or heavy or what. Obviously, the 2-gun division is going to be a little bit more restricted due to the fact that you don't have a shotgun. You just have a rifle and a pistol. But for those of you shooting standard divisions, you're going to walk up on a stage and you're going to be told, solve the problem. So you won't be told that you have to start with a pistol and then you have to go to a rifle. You'll be told that here's the front of the stage, which one do you want to start with, and here's the back of the stage. Now, obviously, there's some stages where, based on target presentation, you won't have the option. But if there's a stage, just i.e., that the very beginning of the stage was, say, 20 pieces of steel, and the back of the stage was, say, another 15 paper targets. Well, now you have 30 rounds in the back, 20 rounds in the front. You got a 50-round stage, and that stage could be started with the pistol or the shotgun. It could be finished with the pistol or the rifle. And so that opens up the options to do I want my pistol back there, or do I want my rifle? If I want my rifle back there, I need my pistol up here. But what if I want my shotgun up here? Well, then I want my rifle back there and my shotgun up here, so I'll just go shotgun to rifle. Well, if I want my pistol up here, well, I can't shoot my pistol the whole stage, so I'm going to have my rifle back there. I'll shoot pistol up here, so pistol to rifle. What if I want to shoot shotgun to pistol? Well, I just shoot the steel with the shotgun, get on the pistol when I can, and finish with the pistol. So in a stage environment like that, you have the ability for all divisions to choose. Pick your poison. Pick what you want and pick what you're excited about, pick what you like to shoot. And so round counts, again, we go back into that insane round count situation where I wonder if I can fix the ISO, because on that camera the shadows are perfect. On this we're super bright. You're like Casper.
I am.
Is Tawny Powder? You guys ever see the movie Powder back in the 80s? There you go. It's okay. So the options are endless. Ow, I got a sliver. Ow, and I just rubbed it. Ow, I got a sliver. Damn it. So the options are absolutely insane. The amount of things that the standard divisions will be able to do. If you are excited about shooting shotgun, you can shoot a lot of shotgun. If you don't like loading your shotgun, you can get rid of it. If you don't even want to shoot it, you might not have to all the time. Now there are some targets, like there's some rifle targets you're definitely going to want to shoot your rifle at because the other guns just aren't going to breach. And there's some, there's some mandatory slug targets. So on those stages you're going to have to get on your shotgun. But if there's mandatory slug targets and then another, let's say 16 knockdowns, do you really want to load shotgun, or do you want to shoot your shotgun on the slugs, maybe get rid of the rest of the birdshot that's in there, get rid of your shotgun and get on your pistol? And what if you started the stage with your rifle? Can you shoot all three guns? The answer is yes. So that's really what I'm talking about here, is the options are out of control. And if you have the feeling that you can dissect the stage more efficiently with all three guns, go for it. Okay? There's a little bit more time in the day. It's not going to affect anything. And again, the Safariland match was never a two-gun match. It was just 2 guns per stage, and that's how we designed the stages, and it was for efficiency and speed to get you on and off the range in 4 hours. So now expect to be on the range for 5 hours. Expect to shoot 5 good stages each day. If you are on some crazy schedule where you have to shoot more, or a lot of people that are shooting the pistol match in the morning and the multi-gun match in the afternoon, the weather's going to be amazing. We're going to be in the 70s. It's not going to be hot. It's not going to be cold. This is a time of the year where we get a little bit of rain, so it could rain a little bit, but it's definitely not going to rain in torrential downpour and mud. And now that I say that, I just jinxed the heck out of myself. But yeah, it should be pretty cool. So, some information about the 2019 Safariland Expedition UML Multi-Gun Championship match. Options galore. If you want to start with a different gun, start with a different gun. All the start positions are going to be told hands relaxed at sides or long gun at port arms. So if you are starting with the pistol, you just start with your pistol in the holster and you start hands relaxed. And if you're starting with a long gun, you're going to start with your long gun at port arms. Your pistols will be in the holster and your other guns will be staged. I can't wait to see what happens. This is brand new. This is new to anything that we've done. And I'm really excited to see how it plays out, and I'm excited to film it, and I'm excited to watch Safariland film it, and everybody shoot it, and my team shoot it, and all you guys come to shoot it and have a great time. So that's the cool stuff I want to talk about with the stages.
Good question here.
Yep.
Do you still have to shoot at least 2 guns?
Yes.
And at least 3 targets?
Yes, the 3-target rule is still in effect. The 3-target rule will be in effect, and you have to shoot, engage, and hit 3 targets with each gun. You cannot shoot the entire match with 1 gun, carry Palmer. And if you wanted to, you could just shoot PCC only, which I know is your favorite thing in the whole wide world, so you can just bring your PCC and just shoot PCC only. If not, it is called a multi-gun match. It's the Safariland Expedition UML Championship, the United Multi-Gun League United Multi-Gun League National Championship. So it's a multi-gun match, Carrie. You need to shoot multi-guns.
Brian asks, and if you should happen to use the 3rd and or 4th gun, do you then need to engage 3 targets with each of those?
That's a good question. Must engage, I don't know, I'd have to read the rule. Must engage at least 3 targets with each gun? I don't know. I guess I gotta do some research.
I would say
good job, Brian.
You have to.
Well, you should probably have to, but it's not about saying what we think it should be. We have to then reference the rule book and see how the rule book is written, and it's way too late to start changing the rule book. Brian, I'm going to tell you right now, without even looking at the rule book, I designed the stages, and there isn't going to be a lot of dump positions like in the beginning or end of the stages. They're kind of float in the middle, and so I don't see a chance. I mean, there's definitely a chance, but I don't see a benefit to running all the way back to the dump station to pick up a gun to run all the way back to the end just to shoot 1 target. But I'll look into it. Tanya will make a note for me at the bottom of her sheet, and I will look into it to make sure that I talk to my senior stage managers and my range master about it. What else? Look at that. Paul Taylor's here. What's up, buddy? Paul Taylor coming in, bro. Tuesday, gonna be here for a couple weeks. We're gonna have so much fun.
Our first visitor.
Our first visitor. Carrie Palmer, Trevor, what's up? Brian, Nate, my AMU guys. Nate, wish you guys were coming to this match. I hope I can get you guys to come to the 2019 UML Championship match. I think that's the problem. Is I keep reading over there. You need to make sure you put enters when you put the description in. If we're talking about Safariland Expedition, then we're talking about then enter UML Championships. Enter.
Put a period.
Yeah, well, I can't see that period from way over here, and so I keep reading it through the whole thing. But Nate, I hope I can get you guys out to the UML Championship match. I know who the title sponsor is. I can't finalize the announcement yet. But I know some other people are coming, and I've been talking to Joel about the grand match and being on my open super squad. So Nate, I could easily see you on the TAC super squad for that match. But we'll see how it goes. What's going on? What we got?
Brian said, just a question I know would come up. Devil's advocate here.
You saw Brian.
Carrie says, I want multi-gun, just clarifying.
Carrie wants PCC only. PCC.
See you all in a week, PT.
Is it a week? Less than a week, bro. Less than a week. 6 days. What else?
That's it.
Does anybody have any questions? Let's talk about the schedule. There's a few people asking about the schedule, and I know it's posted on the Safariland Expedition Facebook page, but I think that one's slightly, not enough to change 90% of the squads, but slightly outdated. So I'll make sure, Tanya will make me a note down here that I can make sure a new schedule gets posted. I have posted or sent the stages and the rule updates over to Safariland, so check back at the SafarilandExpedition.com for updated rules on multi-gun and pistol. I believe we're on 1.6 for multi-gun and 1.2 or something for pistol. Not much craziness going on. A lot of just clarification and some typos and things like that. On the pistol side, we're sticking with current divisions, but we are making the changes after this match. Limited will just be limited. There won't be a major minor on there. There will be a place for the big guns to shoot, but limited will just be limited. We probably will not have a production division after this match, so there's some changes going on with that. And the reality is just too confusing, and we at USSL do not have access or the ability to utilize an approved production gun list. Therefore, we can't adopt that whole list. It's not allowed. Let's just put it that way. It's not allowed. So we have to make a change. We don't have a choice, and so we're gonna figure out what's gonna be best. But I know we're doing production limited. PCC carry optics and open at the 2019 Mike Voigt Memorial Pistol Match, and I'm super excited. I'm going to shoot it again if I can, if the match is going well and everything's good to go. I'm going to shoot it again with my team, bring out my Mike Voigt gun, and have a great time doing so. It means a lot to me. So scheduling wise, if you are shooting AM and in the multi-gun and you wanted to add your pistol match, and the only place pistol was being allotted was an AM schedule, you would not be able to add that match. But we have opened up a PM pistol squad, just a couple people to shoot a PM pistol squad so that we can have some more staff and range help on Sunday. So if you're shooting AM and you want to add the pistol match, we have a place for you now. We do have a couple PMs. I will tell you guys pretty certain that this is the last year we're going to do that. That I promise, as long as I'm a part of this match and I have the ability to do it, we will always have a side Mike Voigt Memorial Pistol match going on. But I can tell you guys right now, based on the popularity of the multi-gun match, and that this is the multi-gun EMG Nationals, we need as many slots as possible in that match. By next year, it's going to be a 60 and done pistols match, meaning one schedule. It'll be an AM probably, or a PM, and it will be one schedule, and there will be 60 slots, and when those slots are full, that match is closed. So it will be a very exclusive group of people that get in every single year to shoot that match. It's super important to me to keep it, but it's also important to grow the Safariland Expedition National Championship as big as possible with as many multi-gun slots available as possible. And so stay tuned for that. Be aware of that. But this year, I know a lot of you guys that shot last year coming back. I'm super stoked for that. Nils is one of them. Super stoked for you guys to come back and shoot the pistol match. I'm going to shoot it. So for those of you who don't know, I don't shoot that very often. So I'm pretty excited about that. But by next year, be ready. If you want to shoot the Mike Volpe Memorial Pistol Match next year, you better be ready to hit that button when we go, because it's going to be a 60 and done, and there will be no more additions. We're going to blow up the multi-gun, and we're going to keep the pistol as a little side thing that me and my team get to shoot together, and excited about it. So that's a little bit about scheduling. If you're wondering how the day's going to go, it's going to start at 7:30 in the morning. It's going to go till 12:30, or whenever everybody's done. There'll be a lunch break, and then it's going to start at 1 and go to 6, and then there'll be a short break till it's dark, and it's going to be dark early, so if you decide to add the dark match or put the dark match in your schedule, you'll be able to jump on the dark match and be home by, plenty of time to get some sleep and get back to the range in the morning. So scheduling, if you have any questions, drop them into the comments. What else you got?
Michael Kelly says, hello.
Carrie, yeah, I know.
Hi, Scott. Scott says, hi, T-Bone. Nils says, love you, Pete.
Nice. Michael Kelly, hello. Where are they all? Where are you guys at? Where's? I was just with Jeremy, so where's Jeremy and Kelly at? Where are you guys at?
Taylor Bunting is here. Hello, Taylor.
Carrie, you sure it's the old pistol rules? What rules are you looking for? You should see that if practice score gets it up, the Charlies will be 2/10 and the Deltas will be 6/10 instead of 0.25 and 0.75. But that'll be dependent on practice score. Make me a note down there at the bottom to bug Russ again. Practice score, because I know he said he's going to make it happen. Well, hopefully make it happen. But nothing else has really changed in the pistol book, Carrie. Production value went way down, but we're going to drop the actual title of production because it's not fair. It's not communicated to the people correctly, and we are not allowed to use the approved production gun list, and so we would have to start our own approved production gun list, and we just don't have the manpower to do so. So, Taylor, what's up? Where you been, and why the heck are you not hanging out with us more often? I know you're not doing. I know you're just laying around, chilling, licking your wounds. Beer time. Jeremy Rest, where you at? Sky Killian, what's up? Sky Killian, we're talking about UPL and the Mike Memorial UPL match. We just did our district championship, the Bad Beat Shootout, and it's everybody's having some fun with it. So looking real forward to introducing some UPL to Texas. I got a call today. I got an email today from Pennsylvania. I'm guessing it's Paul Taylor. Somebody in Pennsylvania hit me up about UPL, so I'm thinking that's a Paul Taylor thing, which we'll talk more to him when he gets here.
Justin Inman says, how soon do you think Multigun Rules 1.6 will be available on the USSL site? Currently showing 1.5.
Make a note down there to talk to Ted about updating both rulebooks on the site. Justin, the number one thing, and let's talk about it now. Let's talk at 20 minutes in. The number one thing we've been working on super hard on the site, and not that it's that hard to update the rules, but the number one thing that Ted has been working on is making it so that we can get you guys' membership databases locked in there so that we have a couple of different things that are absolutely necessary for the future of what we're trying to do. First of all, with membership databases on the website and you guys being able to go in and log in with your email and then make a password and then see your actual profile, first thing that's going to happen, I'm making the announcement right now, here it comes. Let me make sure I do it right. Pretty sure. First thing that's going to happen is, don't do it now because you're wasting your time. It's not going to work. You're not even able to find it. But tell your friend, tell the members, this Sunday afternoon, so 12 o'clock, you will be able to go to the USS League's website, go to the login, punch in your email address, do your password, which is going to give you the option to create a password, and have a login to your database. The first thing you're going to do in that database, guys, is just verify that that database is you and that your address and your pertinent information is correct. Your date you joined, maybe some rank points, but mainly the most important thing is that you and is that your address? And why is that important? Because the MIT packages are going to be being shipped out as soon as possible, sometime mid-March. And so if we don't have your correct address, we're going to be mailing your MIT package to the wrong person. So if you joined the USSL in 2019 or you renewed in 2019, you are eligible for the 2019 MIT package, which is getting out of control. I just launched another 4 or 5 companies today that are part of the MIT package. So it's very important that once we decide, once we make this note, once we tell everybody, drum roll, Teddy says, noon on Sunday, you go to the UnitedShootingSportsLeagues.com website, you punch in you go to the login, which will then show up. It's not there now. You'll be able to then punch in your email, go in, create a password, and then verify that that is you and that that is your actual information. And if something's wrong, if that's not your address, we're going to be able to update that information so we can make sure it's good to go. After that, we have 2 other things that have to start happening. One, we'll start uploading all the scores. So 100% of scores that were shot in 2018, and we're a little behind on 2019, but we will get them caught up. 100% of the scores in 2018 that were just covered, qualification title scores at all levels, will be uploaded into your profile, and then we'll be working on the ranks system. And what the rank is going to be, obviously, for those of you who are match directors, stage builders, senior stage managers, all that good stuff, your rank points will all then start flooding into your site. But most importantly, first thing, we're going to get that thing out, and that's why the rules aren't updated. That's why other things aren't updated. We will get that stuff updated, guys, I promise. If you want the most updated rules, I can tell you right now, if you go to silverstatepractical.com, sorry, don't go there. You go to SSPSCLUB. Tony, can you type it in? Go to Silver State, or Coop, are you there? Somebody. The new website for Silver State Practical, SSPSCLUB.com. Silver State Practical Shooting Club.com. If you go there and you click on rules, you're going to find rules, and you might find the most updated rules. And why is that? Because that's where we actually have, it's actually directly connected to where we work on the rules. So you might be able to see them there. But people might already have a PW. I don't know what that means.
What's a PW?
I don't know. Teddy doesn't remember that he's talking to a jarhead. He talks in this super smart, analytical computer brain, and then when I look at him like this, he goes, oh, I forgot I'm talking.
FaceTime?
Oh, forgot I was talking to you. So go to, look at that, it's a picture of Tony. Go to sspsclub.com and you should be able to see the rules in there. Yep, Brian just put it on there also. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it. So, yeah, there you go.
Let's see.
That was the question to Justin on rules.
Last Saturday, this is from Carrie. Last Saturday, UPL on USSLeagues.com showed old production. We had a dual match, and a few noticed. Sent them to Silver State Practical.
Cool, Carrie. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
We're running a full UPL match next Saturday, the 9th.
Nice. Nice. Carrie right now is a match director for your match, and as it's the same thing that happened in Multigun in 2018. We're evolving so fast and so much, and we're listening to you guys as match directors. So in 2018, it was all UML, and so there were so many people that were sending us questions, and we were having to evolve the rule book as fast as possible. The same thing's going to happen in 2019 for UPL. So Carrie, if you get to your match and you have people and they're confused or don't know what to do, make a good judgment call, right? It's for the shooters by the shooters. You're a brand ambassador, so and it's your match. Make a good judgment call. If somebody shows up to your match and it's a local club match and they're there to have some fun and their gun fits in, 1.5's production or 1.1's production, tell them, shoot, have a good time. We're evolving the rules. We're going to do the best we can. We're going to get it done as fast as possible, but it's going to be a trial and a process. And until we can lock it in, like we locked in UML this year, and so it's pretty locked in. We're going to be locking in UPL But there's so many things that we have to work on, and we need you match directors, Carrie, thank you so much, to run a match, and then answer the questions to your shooters, and then hit us up with some of those comments, questions, concerns, so that we can make sure we build the best pistol organization possible for our members, for the shooters, by the shooters, with the support of our match directors. So, super important. Thank you, Carrie, for all you do. And yeah, let's push forward, and we'll keep evolving it and make it better and better and better. I can tell you that whole production thing, it's the simple problem is we don't have an approved production gun list. And so we're going to be making a change to how that system flows in place. Limited will be limited, and a lot of high-end production guns fit in limited, period. And then yeah, so we'll go from there. Got a lot of stuff on that, but we'll talk more about that in the future. Right now, it's Safariland Expedition.
PW means password.
Oh.
People might already have a password.
Oh, cool.
How do people have a password?
Because they're smarter than me. They found a login and they found a place to do it. Teddy, I'm not worried about it because I trust Ted. I know
Is
he's
that
got
the
it.
note that you wanted to talk about Ted stuff?
No.
Is there something else?
No, this. Yeah, that. Yeah, I already talked about it. It was 20 minutes in. The new login. It'll happen Sunday at noon. Patrick Kelly, what's up, brother? Can't wait to see you in 2 weeks. Hope you're ready to shoot a whole bunch, because I think you're signed up for all kinds of stuff. You guys are all crazy. I love it. Everybody's shooting a whole bunch. But people say, you know, if they want to travel to an away match, they want to shoot a lot. So I'm giving you the opportunity to shoot a lot at this one. And there's another match coming up in May where I'm giving some people the opportunity to shoot a lot. So.
A lot. Really?
Really.
More than Safariland.
I don't know if it's more. It's not more stages than Safariland, but the stages are going to be bigger, and there's going to be some differences in the stages. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. What you got? Anybody? Anybody have any comments for us? I love how everybody...
Would you give a brief overview of...
Yes. What's my quant? Mike, what do you want me to do an overview of? I don't know.
Scott says, yeah, I know. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know. But you know what? It's okay. If people still want to tune in here to stare at Pete and Tani and the TMP show, cool. But this is your opportunity to do exactly what Patrick Kelly's doing right here and just type in some comments and questions so we can answer them for you.
Pat says, I have no idea. Just showing up with guns and ammo. Point me downrange and hit the buzzer.
Nice. Oh my God, I can't wait. I'm going to mic up Patrick Kelly.
Oh, you should.
Because he talks to himself while he shoots.
Oh,
and I love it. And I mic'd up 7 or 8 people at the Bad Beat, and I'm having a lot of fun editing the footage. Now, I've learned a little bit about the mic system, and I've learned a little bit about maybe not miking up 2 people at once, unless they're communicating with each other, because then you have 2 conversations going on the range, both conversations being fed into the same camera, and they overlap each other, therefore I can't really single out one conversation. So I don't know how I'm going to do it. I might change it. Maybe I'll rerun in 2 cameras. But yeah, I'm going to mic up Patrick Kelly. It's going to be fun.
Do it. Mike Bauer says, sorry, overview of how the rifle stages will be scored for the Grand Nationals.
Cool, Mike. That's actually the next thing we want to talk about. There's Scott talking about lots of shooting at Grand Nationals. Let's talk about it. So, 31 minutes in. God, this thing, this thing is going to totally
go down.
Explode in the middle of a TMP show. It's going to just break. There's already pieces falling out. I've got a L bracket over here holding this part together. It's going to break and explode, and then it's going to fall to the ground, and everyone's going to see it because it's going to be live. There'll be no stopping it.
It's going to be on camera because the only time you use that chair is when you're recording the show.
And so it's going to go, and I'm going to go down like a sack of potatoes, and it's going to be hilarious. Hopefully I don't get impaled by a piece of chair. All right, so let's go to 32 minutes in. Let's make a note. 32 minutes in. Let's have a talk. I know upcoming in the next 2 weeks is Safariland Expedition. There's still a couple people trying to get into the match, which is awesome. We'll try to find places for you. Most of it's full, but we've got to take a break from the Safariland Expedition real quick and talk a little bit about another match that I've been getting a lot of emails on, a lot of comments on. So I know those of you who can't make it to Safari, then we're going to miss you to death. But if you can't make it, or you're planning to come to the UML Championship match, which is also the USSL Grand Championship match, that's the match that most people are used to, that comes in April, but extremely evolved. Obviously, at this point, I have a target that can be shot with multiple guns rather than targets that are shot with only one gun. There's a lot of options, and with the new options of what gun you start with, rather than telling you that this is a shotgun to rifle to pistol stage, that match that you guys are used to in April is going to evolve quite a bit. There will no longer be standard stages. You will just shoot the match for score, and that is how you earn qualification titles in the United Shooting Sports Leagues. So, a lot of information to come out on that, but let's talk about the UML Championships and the USSL Grand Championships. And what is it? UML Championship match is going to be a 15-stage multi-gun match. You will be shooting long range on some of those stages, possibly far shots on 4 to 5 stages, depending on if I can get the dirt work done. I'm trying to get done. But bare minimum 4 stages with far shots on them. 5 stages possible, but even if that 5th stage doesn't have far shots, it's going to have very small targets on them. So they will still require precise dot, zero, position, all that good stuff. So, 15-stage match, UML Multi-Gun Championship match, 15 stages, you'll shoot 5 a day, and you will compete against everybody else in your standard divisions in multi-gun, TAC, limited, heavy, open. We will be acknowledging the full heavy at that match. Patrick Kelly, it's for you. We'll acknowledge the full heavy at that match, so get your pump shotguns ready, because that's what's going to happen at that match. Full heavy, 45s, 40s, mag restrictions, pump shotguns, all that cool stuff. But standard divisions, 2x4 is going to be in that match, as well as, as of right now, 2-gun and PCC only. PCC only, obviously, if they do come shoot that match, if we do make that happen, they'll have some alternate targets on the long-range stages. But plan for just a couple weeks later than your normal April match. If you can't make it here to Safariland, come into that match and shooting a solid 15 stages, big stages, all 3 guns on several of them, long range, crazy stuff, cool stuff, and I would expect a similar round count, maybe slightly higher. I plan to make the stages a little bit bigger than in the past. Take out the standards, and instead of 12 stages with 2 standards, you'll have 15 total stages. So a lot of shooting, a lot of cool stuff going on at that match. At the same time, we're starting something that I've had this vision of for a couple years, and with the USSL and having all 4 leagues, we're starting something that I believe is what this match will grow into, and it's already happening. So I had planned on only putting 50 positions in this match for the Grands, and it's already full. So we're probably going to open up another 50 slots in the Grand match. My thought was that the multi-gun match would be a nice solid 150 people, and the Grand match would be the other 50 people, and the average match, you know, out here to just slightly over 200 shooters, would be working out great. But the multi-gun match has room, and the Grand match is full, so we're probably going to steal some slots from the multi-gun match, put them in the Grand match, give a few more people the opportunity to try the Grand match. And what's the Grand match all about? What Mike Bauer is asking us questions on, and you're going to have to scroll back through to answer questions when I'm done talking. So, what's Mike talking about? The Grand Match consists of 5 stages of multi-gun, using all 3 guns on all 5 stages. 5 stages of pistol only, so United Pistol League being represented there. 5 stages of rifle only, okay, in the midfield, meaning you're going to be shooting some paper and far shots out to 350 yards in that rifle match, and then an all-steel section, so United Steel League being represented in all-steel. Being that this is a multi-gun, a whole adjustment thing from the multi-gun match, we decided this year to make the all-steel stages all shotgun. So, essentially, if you're shooting the Grand match, you're shooting 5 stages with your rifle. Just your rifle. But they're going to be challenging. They're going to have funky positions. They might have some leans. They're going to have some far shots. And you're going to need to be able to use your rifle well. Then you'll go over and you'll shoot 5 steel stages, all shotgun. There might be some leans. There might be some penalty targets blocking some of your targets. You might have to understand choke patterns. You might have to know what's going on with that shotgun. You might have to be very well at loading that shotgun for your TAC divisions, because in the Grand Match, the only two divisions being recognized right now are TAC and Open. You might have to be able to handle that shotgun and load that shotgun well in the TAC division, and in the Open division, get your Dissident, get your V80, VR80, get your shotguns, get your things running, because there's going to be some shotgunning. There's going to be some 30 plus to 20 plus to 30 plus round stages. 5 of them all shotgun. The all pistol stages. That's going to be your 30 to 40 rounds. I would count into the 40 round range. So it's not going to be a 18 round stages. 40 round pistol stages. Probably going to have movers on almost all of those stages. So if you come to bad beat, you probably be refreshed for what you're expecting in that pistol match. It's going to be United Pistol League scored. It's going to be scored our time factor scoring for United Pistol League, and it's going to be movers and technical and high round counts and cool stuff like that. And then your multi-gun section, there you go. So how's it all going to be scored? How's it all going to work? As of right now, the Steel League will be scored the way the Steel is scored, which is a time plus fastest time on the stage equals the stage points. Good to go, done. Multi-gun will be scored Expedition style, so extreme fast, speed, even though the stages are going to be a little bit bigger. Pistol, time factor, going to be scored. Charlies will be the 2/10, Deltas will be the 6/10. Your mics, all that kind of stuff flows in, so we'll actually be scoring the targets. And then as of right now, the rifle is set. Here's the answer to your question. Long-winded, sorry, Mike. The answer to your question is we're going to be scoring the rifle traditional value. So your failures to neutralize on paper are going to be worth 5 seconds. Your misses are going to be 10 seconds. And then all your long-range stuff is exaggerated. So anything 100 to 300 yards, 20 seconds, and over 300 yards, 30 seconds. And I would plan to see a dozen targets pushing that 300 yard or just over range. So you're going to need to be dialed in on your gun for the rifle portions of that match. That match is supposed to test rifle individually, shotgun individually, pistol individually, and overall how you handle all 3 guns, multi-gun individually, bringing in all 4 leagues. Yeah, Pistol League, Multi-Gun League, Rifle League, Steel League to the USSL Grand Championship match. And that match will be a 20-stage match shot over the course of realistically 2 days, but 3 days, because you shoot 5 one day, 10 one day, and 5 the next. So, okay, long-winded. So there's the answer to Mike's question, and now you can go ahead and go through and answer all the questions.
Okay.
Hope you guys got that. 2019 Grand Championships and UML Championship match happening in May. Title sponsor to be announced very soon. Very soon. You're going to be excited about it. All kinds of cool stuff going on. Coming soon.
Joe Austri asked, the rules say uncase in a safe area, but I seem to remember casing or uncasing in a vehicle. Go or no go?
The way that comes down is, where is your vehicle parked? So if your vehicle's parked down the lower lot and it's facing a berm, or it's parked along one of the bays and it's on the back side of the bay, so not in the bay, and it's facing a berm, and you pull out your truck bed and you uncase a gun and stick it in your cart or something down there, you've done nothing wrong. You're not in a safe area, i.e. a safe table, but you are over there, berm, just unbagging your gun. It's no different than being in a parking lot and unbagging your pistol in places that allow you to do that. Our problem is, and where we get into issues, is when people start parking in the bays. And now it really doesn't matter how you unbag or uncase or take it out of your truck and put it into your cart, you're muzzling somebody. And so that's where the problems are, is people that go and they park up in the bay because there's room, and they ask the stage manager, hey, can I park here? And they say, yeah. Well, now you're parked in a place where if you don't pull a gun bag out and take that bag over to the side berm to where you can unbag your gun correctly, you're muzzling people. So we don't want anybody being muzzled at any time with any gun in any condition whatsoever. Very important that you be very cognizant of the basic gun safety rules. Never point at anybody or anything you don't intend to shoot or destroy. So if it's being unbagged and there's people around you and you're not unbagging it straight into a side berm, we provide a safe table for working on your guns and bagging and unbagging your guns if you don't know what direction they're in there. Just next to the safe table, we provide pallets. And those pallets are provided for people to bring their gun bags and set them on without putting them in the dirt. If you got carts, you drive your carts up to the pallets or just to the sides of the pallets. And then we have our preload tables, which are usually over in those areas. If you have a cart or a gun bag and you bring it to the middle of the stage and you put it up on the stage manager's table, there's no way you can unbag or bag or do anything with any gun in that bag without muzzling somebody. Therefore, it's not going to be allowed. We're going to ask you to take that bag and go put it over there on the pallets, or go get it over there on the side berms, or go get it where it needs to be. So, hope that answers your question. The safe area, the safe table, is not big enough for 10, 12 people to line up all their bags on it. So just next to the safe table is a safe area, and that's where those pallets are, and that's where you can go set your gun bag down and unbag and bag them. But
Pointing into a berm.
Yep, pointing into a berm. But if you park your car in the middle of the bay, there's no way you can unbag it. There's no way you can do it without muzzling somebody. So don't do it. If you're shooting PCC and you want to bring your bag to the line, bring your bag to the line. And then face it down range and wait for your command. And when you get a command, unbag that gun and throw the bag back to your buddy or the stage manager. Hope that answers. Obviously, Joe, any questions? Before you commit the crime, ask stage manager, ask range master, ask please, and we can keep everybody good to go. Patrick Kelly, what's that?
What limits, if any, on shotgun ammo? Number 6 lead, anything else?
No, I think the rulebook still says number 6 lead. Obviously, no steel shot, because that's going to float into steel ammo, steel core ammo, sticking to magnets. Steel shot tends to ricochet around the range a little bit more, and then you're not going to be able to use buckshots or anything like that because of that number 6 limit, unless we have a stage that says buckshot, which we don't. There's no buckshot in the match. There's no spinners with shotgun in the match, so you'll be good to go with spinners.
Yeah. Coupe wrote in there, 6-shot lead or smaller, steel, copper plates, or other non-lead shot are prohibited.
What's Patrick Kelly got in there?
A link, which...
We can't click on that, Pat.
On that right now.
Other people can. You guys can click on that link and tell me what's up. Greg, what's up? Jeff, I hope you're feeling better, man. I heard you had some crazy food poisoning or something. That's why we missed you at Bad Beat. But we'll see you at Safariland. Hope you're ready to shoot and do good. What's up? Brian, I'll extend that comment just a little bit. Read Brian's comment.
Uncasing in vehicle and carrying with a chamber flag inserted and muzzle up or down or gun on a cart is usually just fine.
I don't know if it's something that I have to put into the rules, but I just don't like or get muzzled down. Other than I guess in the carts, if you got the gun carts, your muzzles are down, and so you try to pull them out. But there's not everybody here's watching. There's 20 people watching. All I can tell you guys is I've never been yelled at about how I come to the line with my guns. At any match I've ever been to, at any USPSA match, at 3 Gun Nation Pro Series, I come to the line with my guns. I'm not holding the handle, the grips. I'm holding the handguard of my rifle and the handguard of my shotgun, and they're flagged and they're muzzle up. And everybody can see my safeties and my flags and my muzzles, and no one ever freaks out and no one ever causes a problem. Try to imagine you are in the most perfect position possible to do the best you've ever done at a major match. And you are so prepared to shoot this next stage. And you know without a shadow of a doubt where everything is and what you're going to do. And you're so zoned and so in your bubble. And you go grab your guns and you come to the line holding one, and the chamber flag's not in there, or the safety's off, because I see that all the time. And you're holding the other one, and you're walking around and you're swinging them around and you're setting them down and walking away from them. And now you get yelled at by stage managers or staff that go like, hey, like, you know. So personally, I'm not a fan of muzzle down. Because a muzzle down means I have to flip it. I have to do something with it, invert it to get it to a position. But muzzle up, I walk around and I just stand there. And I can set them both down on like a table and wait for the stage manager to come over and tell me, make ready. And now I can set one down and I can start doing my work. But that's personal preference. There's no rule that says you can't muzzle down. I'm just telling you right now that get in the habit. I'm an instructor. I teach a lot of classes. I teach privately. I'm teaching all weekend. I love teaching. It's my favorite thing to do. And if I could teach every single one of my students to bring their guns, go to the side berm, pull their rifles and their shotgun out in the condition they're supposed to be in, their pistols on their holster, all their mags are on their belt. They don't have to run back and forth to the side berm or run back to their car to grab a mag or do any of that. Then I get to walk over to the stage with everything that I need, prepared to dominate, and the stage manager goes, make ready, and I have everything I need. I don't have to run and try to find it. I don't make my pistol ready and they go, oh, I forgot my rifle mag. Now I can't go run over and get my rifle mag because I got a hot pistol on my belt, and now I got all kinds of problems and people. Now I got to clear this, and I got to talk to this, and then this guy's got to do this, and I put my hands up on my head. Make your life easy, guys. Just make your life easy. Have everything you need when you come to the line, and come to the line in a condition or a position or a place that allows anybody that's comfortable or not comfortable around firearms to feel okay. Like they're flagged, they're on safe, they're muzzle up, and
You're in control.
And he's not holding them. I don't have a rifle nearby, but if I did, when people come walking around like this and they're doing this when they're walking, I see it all the time, and I'm just like, what are you doing? You're causing. It's of course someone's going to be a little bit like wondering or confused or whatever.
If you have muzzle down, someone can accuse you of sweeping your foot or sweeping someone else's foot or
True
leg.
that. I never thought about that, but that's exactly what it. That's probably another reason why I do it. I see people working on their guns, and I've seen them actually stick their muzzle on their foot, right on top of their foot, pointed at their feet. Not get it.
Like resting on their shoe.
Muzzle resting on top of their shoe. You see it all the time. Muzzle down is not cool, but again, it's not in the rules, and we're really trying hard, guys. We don't want chaos out there, and we don't want anybody getting hurt. And 100% our safety is a prime everything. But we also don't want something that's so strict that somebody does something that really couldn't injure anybody or hurt anybody, like touch a shotgun shell by a safe area, when 6 inches to the right of that safe area is a shotgun preloading area, and get disqualified from a match that they didn't even get to shoot. We don't want to get to that point, guys. So help us not get to that point. Help us not need to get to that point. It's chamber flags, safe, muzzles up. Don't pull them out of bags in staging in areas where there's people in the middle of the bay. If you got a cart, take it over to the side bay. If you got a wagon, take it over to the side berm. If you don't know where you should be, ask stage personnel, ask match personnel, staff personnel. Hey, I know I got a messed up cart, but this is what I got to do for this match. What do you want me to do? And they'll help you. Let us help you. Help us help you. And you guys help us not make a rule book that's this thick, please. So, I'm venting.
Okay.
All right, move on.
Mike Bauer says, sounds awesome. Can I use a different rifle from the rifle-only portion of the match from the multi-gun portion?
Yes. Of course you can. As long as it floats in your division. And Mike, really, I'll tell you, as a match director, where that comes from and why we went that route is the simple fact of if a shooter in a match breaks a gun fails, goes down, and whatever, and they need to switch to another gun, as long as I don't have time, my range staff doesn't have time to come and approve that gun swap. If your gun's broken and you're trying a new one because the one that's broken is probably not safe anymore, I'm happy for that. So grab another gun. If you got to borrow one from a friend or get another one from your vehicle because you brought it back up, great. Okay, safely put the broken one away and safely get the next one back into play and get back in the match, staying in the same division. Don't bug me to come look and go, what's wrong with your gun? Looks okay. No, it went click. I don't know. Is it good or is it waste of time? Is that gun not working for you? Get rid of it. Get one that's in working condition into the match safely. Get this one bagged at a safe area. Go to your car, get a new one, come back, put it on, go shoot the match. Don't change division. Obviously, you can't start changing caliber and division through the match. In the process of making that decision, and then the entire board agreeing that, yeah, there's no reason why we shouldn't allow people to change guns, and it definitely shouldn't be a match DQ if you do so. Along with that, then it goes, well, if you're allowed to change guns, what if your gun's really not broken? You just don't want to use the new gun you bought. You'd rather go back to your old trusty gun. How do we dictate that? How do we protect from that? And the answer was, why protect from it? Why? If we're letting them fix their broken gun, then if they're having trouble with their new gun, let them get their other gun on it. Bottom line is, don't change division, don't change caliber. So you can't show up to the stage with the rifle shooting tack, and it's a 223 with a 1-6 scope on it, and there's a spinner, and so you go grab your 308 with a bipod. Obviously, you just jump divisions multiple ways. So you can't do that. But if you got an 18-inch gun or a 20-inch gun, and you want to bring that for the long-range rifle part, and you got a little 14.5 that you want to burn through the multi-guns, and they both fit in tack division, have fun, be safe, unload, unbag, bag them safely in safe, correct places, muzzles up, chamber flags, all that good stuff. Right? Good answer?
Good answer.
Cool, Mike.
He says, please make Pete a I Heart Prairie Storm shirt.
You know, I don't really care about Prairie Storm anymore because I don't put shotgun spinners in matches, ever. It just doesn't happen. An MGM spinner target, one of the greatest targets in my belief to test speed, power, and accuracy. How accurate are you? How fast can you do it? And your power factor does change it, right? Because shooting it with a 308 is easier than a 223, and with a 40 is easier than a 9. But an MGM spinner target with shotgun is just a big knockdown. That's really all it is. Just a big knockdown. Everybody's learned it's just a Prairie Storm and you're done. Or at the very least, it's 2 knockdowns. At the very least, it's a shot on top and a shot on bottom timed correctly, and it's over. So it's no longer worth a $400 target that we set up and that falls over when people start shooting it with Prairie Storm. And giving somebody a penalty because they knocked it over with Prairie Storm is not cool. Okay? Because the fact is, what if the guy before me that shot it with Prairie Storm got it all rickety and nasty and knocking, almost going to fall over anyway, and then I shoot it with regular gun and I knock it over, I get the same exact penalty, so I don't agree with that. The simple fact is, if you want to just give somebody 2 targets to shoot at, just give them 2 knockdowns. They're like $40 a piece, so you buy 2 MGM knockdowns, you got $80 versus a $400 target, and you just give them 2 shotgun targets. So sorry, I hate birdshot on a spinner. It's a good rifle target. It's a great pistol target. It's a really challenging slug target that I don't like, but I have done that, and I will do that again. You might see a slug spinner in the all steel portion of the steel match happening at Grands. Possibly. I have people asking. I just don't know if I'm going to do it. But there you go, Mike. There's my opinion on the big knockdown. We could just get, I'll be glad to sell you a $400 knockdown, bro. I can make one in my garage, like with an old tire. I can make you a $400 knockdown. I'll sell it to you for $400. You can blast it with Prairie Storm all you want. I'm just teasing, man. I appreciate the comment, but no, not a fan of birdshot spinners. You haven't seen one of my matches in years. Probably won't. And if that's the reason why somebody doesn't come to my matches, I feel bad for them and me, I guess. I guess I feel bad for me for not having a customer. Guess it's my fault.
Brian says, we always prefer muzzle up. Should have specified. Can't muzzle your toes that way.
Good job, Brian. Tawny did that, not you.
Greg Hayes says, don't have lazy muzzle control. No one likes to have a muzzle pointed in their face when you walk by.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.
Right, no one does.
Pat Daniels, what's up? Eric Marshall, how you doing, sir?
Mike says, I totally agree with your perspective on the...
I like how Mike likes to stop his sentences.
He's
hanging. Playing this new game. Mike Bauer's game. How do we keep them hanging? How do we keep the TMP show hanging? Nobody knows what I'm going to say.
Greg says, have a golf bag full of gun options and hire a caddy. New rifle for every stage.
You know, Greg, obviously that's essentially one of the bigger complaints that people have actually mentioned is, you know, if I'm traveling, I can't travel with as many guns. It's not fair, and I get that. I get that it would probably be more expensive for you to travel with a lot of guns. You definitely can fit a 14.5 and a not a whole rifle, but you can fit a 14.5 upper and a 20-inch upper in your Pelican. Drop your lower in there, and you'd be good to go. And obviously a couple pistols, not a big deal.
Pat says, stop with your logic.
I'm sorry, Pat. I'm sorry, bro. T, make the shirt. She is in charge of awards and apparel. I guarantee you she can make a I Heart Prairie Storm shirt. Good stuff, good stuff. Chris Martin. Thank you guys for making the TMP show fun, and we're having a good time, and we're telling some stories, and we're definitely spreading some information, and that's what's important. So, real quick, back to the USSL Grand Match and the UML Championship match. Why the two matches? I'm going to tell you straight up, guys, I believe in the USSL Grand Match, but I also know there are a lot of shooters. There's 250 shooters out there that have been joining me every April for a really awesome multi-gun match, and I'm not prepared to turn them away. So for those of you who want to come to an April, May, for those of you who want to come to an awesome 15-stage multi-gun match in May, before it gets hot, when the daylight's long, it's going to be pleasant weather. Usually the winds start to die down. I know a lot of you guys know in April we've dealt with wind over the years. For those of you who want to come to an awesome 15-stage multi-gun match in May, come on down and have a good time and be ready to shoot and have fun. But the plan and the evolution and what I believe that I want to try and want to see how it works this year is this Grand Championship, where it encompasses all 4 leagues of the USSL in one match, and it really allows shooters to test themselves on each individual platform as well as in the multi-gun platform. I know there's a lot of multi-gun people that don't shoot pistol and probably think, not my cup of tea. So come shoot the multi-gun match. It's going to be awesome. And then for those of you who think, maybe I'll test myself in the individual platforms, the Grand Match is there for you. The question that I'm going to answer that before it even shows up is, can I shoot both matches? And the answer is yes. Yes, you can shoot both matches. Is it a lot of shooting? Yes. Is it both matches completely? No. And here's why. Let me explain this to you real quick. You might want to make a note. 59 minutes in, we're explaining how you shoot both matches. Let me explain this to you. As long as you're shooting the same division, so you're shooting open in both matches or tack in both matches, the set of multi-gun stages, which are stages 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, will be scored in both matches. So imagine when you shoot those 5 multi-gun stages with all 3 guns, that one score, you won't reshoot the stage. So it's not like it's a benefit to shoot both matches because I'm going to get a practice run and then a go run. You get one run, and that one run is going to score in both matches. We'll have probably 2 tablets, and you'll be being scored and you'll be improving both tablets because that score will go into both matches. Why am I even talking about this? Because I already got a dozen people asking to do it. So I'm bringing it out there. I know Patrick Kelly's going to be one of them. He's going to do it. You guys, if you haven't seen Patrick Kelly recently, in his physical fit, just looking like a Godzilla, Patrick Kelly dogged me at the SHOT Show match, or at SHOT Show, remember? About being in shape and like he was going to steal my girl. And so I've been in the gym. Baby, have I been in the gym?
Yes, you have.
Pat, I've been in the gym. I'm coming for you, baby. Or at least defending. Because but no, if you want to shoot both, you can do it. Here's how it works. Those 5 stages will be scored in both matches. And then what does that mean? That means that on the 5 stages that are shot pistol only, those are also stages that are in the multi-gun match. The difference will be the pistol guys will be trying to shoot them all pistol. So all the shotgun knockdowns that you'd be shooting in the multi-gun match with a shotgun will be pistol. And some of the far paper that might be being shot with a rifle in the multi-gun match, you'll be shooting that with your pistol. So how's the 5 stages going to test both sides? Well, those 5 stages, which are 1 through 5, are the pistol stages. For the multi-gunners, they're going to be shooting at least 2 guns on those stages. They're going to be dealing with all kinds of multi-gun challenges, including the gun transition, knockdowns with the shotgun, far targets with the rifle, and for the pistol side, they're going to have to shoot some far pistol paper and shoot some small knockdowns with their pistol. So it's going to test the pistol skills to a very, very high level. So you will reshoot stages 1 through 5 if you shoot both matches, but on one day you'll be shooting them pistol only, and on one day you'll be shooting them with all 3 guns. So that's how the pistol portion will work. Let's talk about the rifle portion. Obviously, on the grand match, you'll be shooting those 5 stages rifle only, which means all the paper with your rifle, all the far stuff with your rifle. There will be some additional targets downrange for the rifle match that will not be in the multi-gun match, and they will be smaller MOA. They will be more difficult targets. We will be testing your rifle skills. And all the little knockdowns, let's say a stage that would be shot in the multi-gun match rifle to shotgun, there'll be a series of knockdowns. They just won't be placed on the knockdown stands. The stage managers will pull them out of the stage, and you'll be shooting the stage just rifle. And when you come back, you'll be shooting a different set of far targets, not as many far targets, with some paper, and you'll be then transitioning to your shotgun. So you will reshoot stages 11 through 15, multiple gun, and then rifle only. So will you have the ability to see what's on the stage? Sure. Will you be shooting it the same way? Absolutely not. Not even close. There will be no benefit to shooting both matches. In fact, if you try to shoot both matches, you better be in shape like Patrick Kelly, because you're going to get slammed with 30 stages, difficult stages. You're going to be slammed with a very, very difficult combination of matches. Obviously, the last thing to talk about would be that steel section. That steel section will not, the shotgun section will not be shot in the multi-gun at all. Therefore, it's just a series of 5 stages shot all shotgun. It's basically all knockdowns. There's probably going to be some slug paper, some slug gongs, possible slug spinner, but a lot of knockdowns, shotgun loading, difficult shotgun shots around penalty targets, meaning white steel targets. If they fall, they score as penalty targets. You're going to have to be very, very skilled on the shotgun. You might want to bring your chokes. That might be a place where Pete says never. You don't ever need chokes at a Pete match. Just use an IC. Yeah, that's what my team's going to tell you. My team's going to tell you what I've been telling them for years is most of the time when you go to matches, take your chokes. But you can pretty much get through a match with IC without having to mess around with mods and diffusers and changing chokes. And then I changed the wrong choke. And I changed the choke and then I shot my slugs through it. And then my slugs don't like going through my mod the way they do my diffuser. So when they went and shot my slugs, I missed all my slugs because I forgot. You complicate things, okay? So I tell my team all the time to not complicate things, simplify things. But I'm going to tell you right now, for the shotgun only portion, because you're not trying to complicate it with other guns, you might want to know what your gun does at different distances with slugs, with patterns, because you're going to have some penalty targets, you're going to have some difficult shotgun stuff going on. So, you'd shoot 5 all shotgun, 5 all rifle, 5 all pistol, 5 multi-gun, 5 more multi-gun, 5 more multi-gun, total of 30 stages. That's a combination of the USSO Grand Championships and the Multi-Gun Championships put together into one. You'd be scored in 2 separate matches. You would be shooting for 2 separate titles, 2 separate championships, 2 separate qualifications, 2 separate divisions. Craziness.
OMG, I'm exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
Listening about it.
I know, I'm exhausted just explaining it. So there's your explanation on the match. The match is up on Practice Score. You can go register. If you're going to notice that the Grand Championship match is already full. But we are going to open up some more slots in that match, so if you're interested in shooting both, or you're interested in the Grand match, go ahead and jump in there and sign in for it. For those of you who have been coming to our April multi-gun match over the last 9 years, it's still here. It's just not in April. Out of respect for the time frame for that match to be put on somewhere else in the country, I moved to May so that we would have no conflict. And in May, it hasn't got crazy hot yet, and we hopefully will reduce the wind chance. And so May Grand Championships, and according to the current, if you go online and you look in the ussleagues.com and you go to the shop and you look at it, you might see a little SS, and it has a little belt above it, because the discussion is that if you win first place, tack, or open in the Grand Championship match, you're getting a championship belt. That's a Jeremy Reed thing. He wants a championship belt. So, there you go, guys.
Alright, let me get caught up on these comments.
Yep, we're going to get out of here. Go with some food.
Pat says, I want a BFD shirt. I'm not sure what BFD is. I mean, I have an idea, but that's the shirt he wants.
I don't know. What's BFD?
Pat Kelly says, I'll be there in May.
Yes, sir, you will.
Scott Stevenson says, Grand Nats is my B-Day party at Pete's.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, let's light it up.
Mike Bauer says, my iPad is screwing up. End of sentence. Shotgun birdshot spinners. Okay, I have to go back to the sentence. I totally agree with your perspective on the shotgun birdshot spinners.
I love it.
Now we have the whole story.
I love it.
Brian says, multi-gun at heart, but nope. You had me at shotgun USL, even if I have to buy a scope.
Brian Otrampo, we have 3 stages all shotgun coming up this Saturday for the USL match. And I might have a shotgun out there that I'm going to be testing out and shooting some of those stages. So you might actually see me shoot this weekend. I am teaching all weekend. We got moving paper, level 1 and level 2, both Saturday and Sunday. So I'll be teaching all weekend. I'll be on the range all weekend. But I may take a break from class, let my assistant instructors do their jobs, and sneak over and shoot an all shotgun stage. Might be cool.
Dan Byrne asks, any slung long guns or buckshot targets in Safariland?
No, sir. You do not need your sling, and you do not need buckshot.
All right. Pat says, I'll shoot everything.
I love it.
Brian says, hashtag limited for life, or at least until I can't see anymore.
Brian, does that mean are you still fighting for that limited group at the Grands? Because right now there is no limited group. I told you need to give me 10 people. 10 people in a limited group. And somebody, you know who your 10th person is? Right there on top. Right there above you. That's the greatest limited shooter. That's when I met that shooter. Brian, the comment right above your limited for life, that's your limited competition, because I doubt we can get enough people to shoot heavy at the grand match. So we have attack and an open, and no limited and no nothing else, because we're trying to represent the highest level possible. But if you can put together 10 people with some solid competition, I will bring in a limited to the grand match. I will make it happen for you. And I'm staring at the person who I know has destroyed my Cody Leaper shooting limited, and he is the man shooting limited. So, anyways, go.
Okay. Scott says, yeah, Pete doesn't know, don't tell him. I think you're throwing him a birthday party.
Oh, okay. All right, let's roll. Let's get out of here. Finalize these questions.
A lot more. Pat says, easy now, I am old and frail and weak, but damn enthusiastic.
I love you, Pat. You're the best.
Trevor Toon says, hashtag always shoot full choke. My shotgun doesn't have interchangeable chokes.
Nice, nice.
Pat asks, last time I looked, each match was $350. Is that correct?
No, yes, Pat, that's how it's listed, but that's prior to us figuring out that there was going to be a couple of knuckleheads that wanted to shoot both. So just like at Safariland, where we made the second match, $100, $150, I don't know. The second match was reduced by about half, maybe somewhere around there. I'm sure we'll do the same exact thing, if not a greater reduction. I don't see a ton of people wanting to do it, but if somebody wants to, I don't want it to destroy their chance. So Pat, let me know. You're signed up. I know Savage is a part and all that good stuff, and Savage is part of Safariland. So thank them and thank you for being a part. And I can't wait to see you guys at another event. I'm wondering if you guys are going to Trigicon up in Washington, because I got to film a whole lot more with everything going on with the MIT program. And yeah, Pat, don't stress over that right now. I'll let you know as soon as Safariland's over so we can figure that out. But just be a part. Just being here would be awesome. Those of you guys don't know, Patrick, let's see, it was like 9 years ago when my friend and coach Michael Voigt introduced me to Patrick Kelly. He didn't really take me over and introduce me to Patrick Kelly. He just knew that I was a new shooter and I was really excited to meet certain people. And he told me, like, hey, there he is. And I ran over, and poor Patrick, some knucklehead new shooter, I might have still had a ponytail, ran up to him and wanted to just introduce himself and just shook his hand. And yeah, he was like, who's this loser? He probably went back to Mike a few hours later. I was like,
who's that guy you're hanging out with?
That guy you're hanging out with. He's such a spaz. Why are you hanging out with that guy? Yeah, good times, man. Family. Good times. That's what this game's all about, right? That's what we all started doing this for. It was A, the love of shooting, and B, the times we get to spend with awesome people from around the country at matches, having a good time. That's what USSL is all about, for the shooter, by the shooter, and Patrick Kelly. If it wasn't for all the people that guided us, think about if 9 years ago when we started shooting, people shunned us. Right?
They did?
Think about it.
we went to a couple gun shops in town where people ignored us and shunned us, right?
Yes, that's for sure.
So try to imagine if we went to matches and people shunned us. Yeah, there was a few people that were kind of not as welcoming because they were, you know, focused on their game or something. But the majority of the people in this town, when we started shooting, were very, very welcoming, and we got connected with some really awesome people right early on. You know, Matt and Jeff and Jerry and Keith and all those guys. You know, they saw that we were passionate about it, and they brought us in and they introduced us to people like Taryn and Mike. And then that just spawned and evolved, and here we are 9 years later with the USSL, and dedicated our whole life to it. I quit all my other jobs. I had client just the other night. I had clients hitting me up, old training clients, begging me to train them, begging me like, "Hey, I need. You were the only person that ever got me in shape because I ran a successful training company in Vegas for many, many years. I've dropped all of that. I've dropped everything, and I spend 100% of my life in Tawny." Spends any time she has away from her full-time job helping us, doing what we're doing, and we love it, and we're happy to do it, and it's exciting, and so we've gone an hour and 12 minutes. It's time to go. I'm talking too much. I'm having a good day. I was out at the range today helping a brand new shooter. Brand new shooter. Jeremy West calls me up. Got a brand new guy at the shop. He really wants to get into competitive shooting. Can I take him to the range today and show him a few things? I said, sure. Let me know when you're going to be there. I'll sneak in and try to see if I can help you out. And we helped out this guy, gave him a few tips, and he's going to start shooting with us, and we're super stoked. Pass it on, guys.
Sweet.
Pass it on. If you got a new shooter at your match, a new shooter in your area, and they're nervous, and they're looking like, you know, I don't know. Go over there and talk to them. Be nice, man. Spread the love. Spread it the way it was spread to you. Share your gear. Help them out. That's what it's all about. All right, quick. We're out.
Mike says him and Pat Kelly for the limited group. Brian says, I'm working on it, but I'm pretty much giving up.
I need Pat Kelly to say.
Said he would if I got to 9, but I still only have 5, so I think I'm buying or borrowing a scope.
I need to see Pat Kelly say he would do limited. Because otherwise, Pat Kelly, you have two options, open or tack. Or
you build a limited group.
Build a limited group. I need 10 people. 10. I'm not asking for a ton. I need 10 people. If there's 10 people, we'll do a limited at the grand match. But it'll be special limited, meaning limited rifles on the rifle stage, standard shotguns with loading on the shotgun stages, and the pistols are going to probably be a mag restricted of some sort, maybe 15 rounds or something, just so it's different than TAC optics. And then multi-gun, you shoot your limited gear. So, yeah, that'll be the plan for the limited group. There's a thought. It's in the head. But if there's not enough people, then it's hard to hand out a third championship belt to a limited group that doesn't have a group. But I don't need a big group. I'm not asking for 100 shooters. I'm asking for 10, a solid group of people that want to come and shoot limited and have a good time. And someone needs to compete and push Patrick Kelly if Patrick Kelly jumps in there, because he's that dude to dominate the world right now shooting limited. It's scary. Brian. I know Brian wants it so bad. And Cody's not doing it. Cody's shooting open. And Jeremy's shooting TAC. So Cody has limited national and world championships, and Jeremy has limited and heavy world and national championships. So
Mike Bauer says give up, Brian.
Give up, Brian. And Patrick Kelly, Pat, you're going to shoot TAC? To shoot the TAC game with the TAC group? It's going to be awesome. TAC Super Squad, Open Super Squad. Oh, the Open Super Squad, it's so exciting. The names, and the TAC Super Squad's getting pretty exciting. And I'm going to film the heck out of it. I'm going to film it, make its own TV show. It's going to be so fun, so cool. All right, guys, we're getting out of here. Well, thanks for joining us for the Wednesday night edition of TMP show. It went an hour and 15 minutes tonight. We are not doing 2-hour TMP shows.
Thank you for the comments and questions.
Keep an eye out on the United Shooting Sports League's YouTube for upcoming unboxing videos. Hey, what are you doing right now? Look at that.
Okay.
Why don't we do it really quick? At 1 hour and 16 minutes in, we received a FedEx package today, but it's boring. I don't know. It's pretty small. I don't know if I want to do a whole unboxing video on it. So how about a live? Do it. What's in the box?
What's in the envelope?
So let's do a quick live. Let's figure out what the heck's in this envelope. I have no idea what's in there. Tune into the United Shooting Sports League's YouTube. Get daily vlogs, on the vlogs, questions. Guys, go into the daily vlogs, Pete's vlogs. I'll try to make sure they're not a half hour long. I don't understand. I start doing them. I'm thinking they're going to be 3 minutes and boring. And then next thing I know, it's a half hour long. I'm going to try to do more vlogs, but only be 3 to 5 minutes. As fast as possible, get you guys some good information. Check out the unboxing videos, because that's important to understand what's going on with the MIP program. Tips and tricks, we're going to give you more and more tips and tricks on there. Obviously, upcoming information about matches if there's something going on, and then be aware that we're going to do after action reports and some training stuff and some cool stuff going on at those matches. So tune into the USSL on YouTube, search United Shooting Sports Leagues, and you'll find some cool videos with Tani and Pete and Smash and some other people excited to share. So what's in the box?
Don't be afraid to comment on the YouTube.
What's in the box?
Question on the YouTube.
What's in the box?
You're rushing me?
What's in the box? What's in the box? What you got? Oh, look at that. What's that? Looks like a looks like a Sig Sauer envelope. What's in the what's it? Who's it addressed to? What is this for?
Safariland Expedition.
Oh, look at that. Okay, we're unboxing something for Safariland Expedition. I'm assuming it's prizes. Looks like prizes.
Let's see what's inside.
So if you didn't go to the United Shooting Sports League's YouTube, you didn't see the unboxing of Savage rifles. 5 Savage rifles. Thank you, Patrick Kelly. 5 Savage rifles on the table at Safariland, including a 6 Creedmoor that I wish I could battle for. It looks awesome.
Yeah, that does look awesome.
What you got? Don't do the bearer
It's
again.
for the bearer.
It's for the bearer.
1 P365 pistol.
Nice. We got some pistols from Sig Sauer. So you got rifles from Savage. There's more. We just haven't unboxed it all. There's actually a lot of boxes over at the warehouse. We have to go over there and do probably an on-location what's in the box rather than bring them all here to the studio. But you got 2? 2 of them?
One more. Let's see.
One more.
Is.
Boom.
Another
The bearer.
P365 bearer pistol.
It's not the bearer. All right, thanks Sig Sauer. Huge opportunity to thank Sig Sauer. They've been a big part of a lot of matches that we've done over the years. I'm sure they're going to continue to be a part of what we're doing. A couple of pistols on the prize table for the Safariland Expedition as well.
You.
I know for a fact, guys, I know there's other pistols coming. There's rifles coming. 5 rifles from Savage Rifle. We did a huge unboxing. Pat, did you watch that unboxing of Tani? It was pretty fun. It was fun to film. It was cool to watch her do it. We tried to edit it so that it wasn't super long and super boring. We did some time lapse and some stuff. So we're learning, guys. I don't have an editor. I don't have a video editor. I don't have anybody that asks to video edit or that has the time to come over here and do it. So I'm trying to do it myself, and I'm not great. So
There you go.
I'm not the best at it. But thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning into the TMP show. Tani, thanks for being a part of the TMP show.
Oh, those certificates are for Ted E. Bear.
Ted E. Bear. You know what I really miss? I miss my gavel.
The bear.
I miss my gavel. I
don't.
put it on my gun.
I don't miss it at all.
My gavel, I put it on my rifle, and now I don't get to gavel it anymore.
I don't miss it at all.
All right. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Thank you, Sig. Bill Pags, go roll in some mud for that. On that note, I'm out.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Have a good week.
Peace out. 1 minute. 1 hour and 20. Crazy.